Hello, everybody. Good morning. Coffee for the ones who've been watching, always first thing in the morning. Well, morning, it is midday now here in California. But I always say to people, kind of morning breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. So even if I get up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I still fancy breakfast. So that's how I start my day, no matter what time of the day it is. So hello everybody, buenos días a todo el mundo. I've done my social media takeover week. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you've all got a bit of fun insights. I hope I entertain you a little bit. And I wanted to do a second live just to answer some questions. I'm not actually going to take people live with me on the chat because I think if we do that, I can answer a lot more questions. For example, if you just write them down in the comments, I see them coming up here on the screen. So I'm just going to be reading, and I can answer questions if you type them in the comments. And I think I can answer many, many more questions like that. Otherwise, we're just going to talk about COVID again, and actually that's kind of a depressing subject. Have you ever visited Greece? Yeah, I've been to Greece. Once I've been to, I don't remember what it was called, but it was really funny because I used to have, for a very short period in my life, I used to have a Greek girlfriend. She lived in Switzerland with her family, but she took me to Greece on about a 3-day vacation, and we actually even happened to stumble upon a wedding of one of her cousins, so that was big fun. But I haven't been there since, and I hope still that we can come there for a concert at some point. What's my favorite song? Very good question. I do not have one favorite song. I mean, I love a million things, people know I like heavy metal, I like 80s and 90s metal and hard rock, and I like opera. That's kind of the two things I listen to, but I could not pick a favorite one out of those. My favorite bands are Dokken, Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne, but then all of a sudden I listen to some Ariana Grande song as well, because I just like the groove of it, but these are just things that come and go or whatever. But yeah, fun. I just, I'll take the freedom to listen and enjoy whatever I like, and not to pin myself down in a certain, drawer, like that's what I like and that's what I don't like. So yeah. Favorite movie that you have seen this year? That's a good question as well, because we've obviously watched a lot of movies like everybody. Again, very difficult to pick one. I know Joker, for example, is a masterpiece. I did not like that movie at all. Well, yeah, it's a great movie, but I didn't enjoy it, I tell you a secret, if I watch movies, I actually just want to entertain myself. I do not want to think. I want to laugh. So my favorite movies are like Disney or Hotel Transylvania and that kind of stuff. I know that's not of a very big intellectual level, but then I can just sit in front of the TV for an hour and a half and just have a good time, and if I want to do something intellectual, I read an interesting book. But favorite movie, again, very difficult. I just saw Mulan, for example, which Disney just released, and I thought that was a great movie. Enjoyed that very much. It's loads of different things, again, like with the music. Loads of different things that I enjoy. Yeah, your daughter loves Hotel Transylvania, yeah. My favorite Il Divo moment so far, again, very difficult. Gosh, I've just been over the books a little bit. Well, over the photo albums, I mean. And I saw the pictures with the different American presidents, with Bill and Hillary Clinton from when we were in Madison Square Garden with Barbara Streisand, and picture with George W. Bush and his wife, Christmas in Washington. Picture when we met with Mr. Gorbachev, and these are just very impressive people that we've met, and I think stuff like that is something that, Queen of England, I'm somehow very proud that I got to meet these people in person and, even exchange a few words with them. Favorite country? Oh my God, I don't know. The thing is, most countries, or all the countries, they have, like everything, have got positives and negatives. I do like the Southern European countries generally for their climate and their food and their general open attitude. I do like Scandinavia, for example, I like the big cities in Scandinavia. I think Stockholm, for example, is a wonderful city, even though it's there's not a lot of green there, for example, but I love the big, impressive classic European buildings that are there, Every country has got its good things. I mean, we always love coming to Japan because Japan is just so a step out of the ordinary for us. And it's such a well-organized, clean, interesting, intriguing country. I love, generally, all the South American countries. Again, because it's like an adventure, the history, the food, the people. I do like the United States as well, where I spend most of this year, because, all the things that you've seen in my videos as well, what I say, I like certain elements of the American history and culture, and then obviously I like Switzerland as well, because that's where I'm from. And I was just talking with Leticia yesterday about very early childhood memories I have from, just how we used to live, how we used to go to school when I was like 7, 8 years old, and I've got very romantic memories of that time. So, again, sorry, I'm not giving very clear-cut answers here, but I'll just tell you a bit about how I feel, so I hope that's good as well. Yeah, what else? Vale. Bueno, pregúntame algo en español y voy a contestar en español, ¿vale? ¿Cuándo regresan a México para volver a veros? Dios mío, no lo sé. Tenemos fechas planeadas por el año próximo, en la primavera, creo, en abril, mayo, algo así. Pero no me preguntáis cuándo vuelvo a vuestros países, porque si me preguntas a mí, voy mañana o me cojo un vuelo esta tarde, porque tenemos tantas ganas de hacer conciertos, de veros todos en el escenario y todo, pero eso no depende de nosotros, ya como lo sabéis, y así hacemos nuestro mejor de volver de gira y viajar por todo el mundo otra vez lo más pronto que podemos. Fingers crossed, like how. That's how I do it, That's about as much fingers as I can cross at one time. What else? Sí, canción favorita del Divo. Todavía creo que Adagio. Y Adagio para mí es muy curioso porque lo odiaba cuando he tenido el demo. Y luego he descubierto que Yngwie J. Malmsteen, gran guitarrista, rockero, neoclásico de los 80, 90, utilizaba este tema en una de sus canciones, que me ha intrigado como así, y luego he trabajado con el productor mucho en el arreglo de las voces. Entonces, sí, y así la canción para mí tiene mucho, sí, me tiene al corazón, y creo que es para cantar también, es una de las cosas más dramáticas que hacemos. Come to Turkey, I would love to, absolutely. Always fun, always wonderful to be in Turkey. Istanbul is very beautiful, very impressive city. Yo te amaré, yeah, wonderful. It's, sorry, I was going to be so boring again, but this is like the same question. What's your favorite this, what's your favorite that? Favorite El Divo song, Te amaré, is a amazing song. And I have got such great memories of opening the show when we were, for example, in, I think it was in the Royal Albert Hall. And we opened the show that year with that song. And it's amazing, you know, it's so emotional for us. And again, like big singing moment, wonderful. Mm-hmm. Saludos desde México, saludos a México, dan clases de técnica vocal y ya no más. Lo he hecho cuando estaba estudiante en Suiza hace 25 años. Pero os digo la verdad también, en este momento siempre yo pensé, yo sé, es lo que hace la gente en general, estudian y para ganar un dinerito al lado dan clases. Y yo siempre sentí, yo estoy estudiante, yo estoy aprendiendo. Y claro que estoy a un nivel más alto que una persona que empieza, pero yo siempre pensé, les estoy engañando un poco, porque yo no soy el gran experto todavía, así. Y no, desde el Divino, yo no tengo tiempo para cosas así. Y un día me podría imaginar de hacer eso otra vez, claro, porque yo he aprendido, bueno, yo he estudiado profe de música y profe de canto clásico, esa es mi carrera, de verdad, donde tengo mis estudios y mis diplomas y todo. Pero sí, a ver, un día, a lo mejor, cuando nos retiramos del Divo, me dedico a eso, pero espero que eso no sea muy pronto. ¿Te gusta la canción Aleluya? Claro. Y además esta canción me tiene mucho al corazón porque he tocado la guitarra en vivo también en los conciertos y ya sabes cuánto me gustan las guitarras, me gusta tocar la guitarra así. Eso es muy, una canción muy particular para mí también. Yeah, you can ask me questions in English as well. I can just switch languages however you'd like, okay? Or in German or in French. Oh, French, I shouldn't have said that. That's probably going to be a bit difficult. ¿Qué idioma me gusta cantar más? No sé, me da un poco igual también. ¿Sabes? Porque además en la ópera antes en Amsterdam yo he cantado en polaco, en ruso, en checo, sí. Depende. Francés es difícil para cantar, por ejemplo. Italiano, español es más fácil. Inglés no es tan fácil con una voz clásica. Alemán me gusta mucho porque, claro, es mi idioma. Es mi idioma y yo creo que la dicción del alemán es muy precisa, pero eso me gusta, va muy bien con mi carácter. ¿Qué más? What else have we got? Besos desde Costa Rica. Yeah, love to come back to Costa Rica. Thank you very much for calling me smart and handsome. Getting a bit of a shame here, yeah. ¿Cuántos idiomas sabes hablar? I speak Spanish, English, German, Swiss German, French, and Dutch. So 6. Yeah. I don't really speak Italian. But I know quite a lot. I understand quite a lot of Italian, obviously, from the opera. And I've been to Italy a few times on vacation, and I pick it up quite quickly. So if I go there for a couple of months, I'm sure I'll speak it. But I've always said this in interviews as well. This is just that's just a talent I'm born with, you know. That's just something that comes easy with me. I lived in all these different countries. That's where I picked up the languages. I just learned Spanish now, being married to Leticia, of course. And yeah, that's just something that comes easy to me, and I'm very grateful for that because it helps me in my profession. Carrera como solista. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Mostly just inspired by my colleagues because they all do their solo efforts. I just notice every time that when I'm actually not working on El Divo, there's other stuff that I like doing. You know, I love being home. I'm a Cancer. My star sign, and you know, if you know a bit about astrology, which I don't, but people tell me, Cancers are very, they like being at home. They like having their hogar, their home. So I love being at home. I love making my home beautiful and all that kind of stuff. That is something that I really can spend on. And so far, I've been very lucky with the COVID and the confinement because I don't mind being at home at all. You know, I mean, I'm obviously lucky as well that I don't live in a studio flat and cannot leave outside. You know, I've got a big house and I've got a garden and I got views and everything. But yeah, I do just love that. I'm a very asocial person actually. Yeah. What else? I speak German. Ja, ich kann schon Deutsch sprechen, aber wenn ich keine Frage habe, dann ist das auch nicht so lustig, ja. Did you drink mate in Argentina? Yes, I did. It's not exactly my favorite thing, I have to admit. But it seems to be a very healthy drink. It's kind of like the South American or the Argentinian equivalent of green tea, I guess. Maybe I'm saying something totally stupid. Forgive me, please. But yeah, it's not my favorite thing, and I just find it funny when you're a tourist, for example, and you're somewhere else and you see a bunch of Argentinians, which are tourists as well, be it in Japan or in New York, and they just walk around with the mate everywhere they go, and I find that very funny to see. I always think that's like me walking around with a gaclon with the cheese fondue wherever I go. Yeah. ¿Te gustan los tacos? I love tacos, yeah, and especially in Mexico. I mean, I love Mexican food, just in general. But when you actually go to Mexico and Mexico City and you go to these taquerias, and we've had the luck that when we go to Mexico, normally we've got security, which is local, and they know the real local places, and they take us to places like that where the Mexicans go, you know, because the taco is very good there. And then I think it's called Taco del Pastor, you know, and stuff like that. It's, yeah, delicious. It's very indulgent, I find. Mm-hmm. Has pensato cantar junto con il volo? No, not really. And no real reason, just because we're 4 men singing together already, and we have to share our songs and share it with 3 more men. But yeah, might as well just open a choir, you know. I mean, nothing against the guys. I've never met them actually personally. Carlos knows some of the guys. He's in touch with them, but I've never met them. I'm sure they're great people, great singers. Yeah, do you like Norway? Yes, I do like Norway. As I said before, Oslo is a very beautiful city as well. And I don't know, maybe it's because I lived in Holland for 8 years, which is kind of northern in Europe as well. And even though it's got a bad reputation about the weather and everything, but there is something about the light in these countries which is very clear. It's very crisp. You know, it's very white. It's not like when you go to Southern Europe and everything is kind of gets golden orangey, which is obviously very beautiful as well. But yeah, that crisp, cold light which you have in the Scandinavian countries, I like that very much. And I've never really been there when it's winter. Yes, I've been there actually. I've been in Stavanger, I think once, where it literally got light at midday and got dark again at 3 in the afternoon. And that is a bit, if you're not used to it, I guess it's almost a bit spooky. So it never really gets light, but I do like these countries. And actually, I've never been on vacation in one of these countries, but I would love to do that, you know, probably make a bike ride for a few weeks through these countries, because I think nature up there is absolutely stunning. How much do you miss the guys? You know what? It's actually quite funny that we do these Facebook Lives every 2 weeks, because that's when we log in before you all see and hear us, obviously, and then we exchange a bit where we're all at, and it's always fun. It's always great seeing them again. So, yeah, even though we're not together every day, we're not touring, you know, we kind of update each other on where we're at, and we're not talking business, you know. When we do that, we're literally talking about, hey, how's Spain? Hey, how's upstate New York? You know, And is it cloudy again down in Malibu? Well, it's sunny up here in Topanga. ¿Qué lugares que estás por everything? Yeah. Me gustan todos los países. Además, me gusta que visitamos el mundo entero y la variedad es lo que me gusta lo más, creo. ¿Dónde gusta más vivir? LA o Andorra? Andorra es muy interesante porque los 12 años que he pasado ahí, el país está creciendo, ¿sabes? Muchísimo y ya se están abriendo un montón de buenos restaurantes y cosas así. Sí, el país cada vez se vuelve más interesante y luego el país es muy bonito, ¿sabes? La naturaleza y todo, y si vas a pasear en las montañas o si por el invierno vas a esquiar. Luego he visto que ya han tenido nieve ya bastante y tengo que decir eso, no me apetece nada de momento. Me parece muy bien si vienen navidades y todo, y enero, febrero y ya es la temporada de esquiar. Pero por el resto, aquí el tiempo en el sur de California, luego aquí el verano que ha hecho mucho calor, no me gusta tampoco. Ahí ahora me gusta muchísimo porque no hace tanto calor, pero hace sol siempre. Pues otra vez, un poco los dos. Pero yo creo que es un poco el secreto de la vida, ¿no? Es que puedes disfrutar un poco de todo, ¿sabes? Que no te metes en este vínculo y aquí me quedo, y aquí paso mi vida. Y a lo mejor otra vez yo tengo el lujo que me puedo permitir eso con viajes, con tener casas en diferentes partes del mundo, teniendo familia y amigos en muchos países diferentes y así puedo viajar. Pero creo que eso es el secreto un poco de la vida, que no te limites para mí eso y todo el resto, ¿no? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Por su cumpleaños. Bueno, feliz cumpleaños, Lupita. Qué graciosa. You should come back to Europe. Clearly, Carlos shouldn't be left on his own devices. Well, let's not even go there. No, Carlos should not be left on his own devices. But then, bueno, los españoles conocen la palabra cabezón y no hay más grande que Carlos Marín. So, Carlos, whether you want it or not, he will stick to his own devices, definitely. So I don't think it's much help for him if I'm in Europe that day. ¿Qué mejor gira hemos pasado en la vida? A mí, yo disfruto de cada gira que hemos hecho. Claro, cuando hemos hecho en 2008, creo, 2009, la gran gira con los círculos, ¿sabes? Donde hemos grabado el video live en Barcelona también. Increíble. Pero bueno. ¿Cuál es tu ópera favorita? Eso tiene que ver mucho con las producciones que he hecho en la ópera en Ámsterdam también, porque, ¿sabéis? Las interacciones que he tenido con los más grandes cantantes del mundo que he encontrado ahí, el coro de Ámsterdam, que es increíble de cantar, de verdad, ¿cómo dices? Los directores de orquesta con quien he trabajado ahí también, Sir Simon Rattle, Carlo Rizzi, Hartmut Hähnchen, directores. Eso, mi fase ahí en Ámsterdam he tenido la suerte de trabajar de verdad a un nivel mundial, a lo más alto de mi vida. Y eso me ha dado muchos recuerdos muy bonitos a óperas como Macbeth, Turandot, La flauta mágica, Tristán, cosas increíbles y así, ya. De ahí vienen las cosas que creo que son mis favoritos. Luego me gusta mucho Donizetti, por ejemplo, la canción que he cantado por el Sam Call cuando he hecho mi audición, Una furtiva lágrima, Estela Elisia d'Amore. Sí, pues también me gusta mucho. Who's the prankster between you? David? Just because David's hyperactive and David is very funny and David is very he's very creative as well. So yeah, I would say that's David. Yeah. Wat mis je het meest? Mogelijk zonder concerten. Het reizen. Het reizen is wat ik echt wat ik heel erg mis. Ja. Al die verschillende landen gaan, dus de mooie steden rondom de wereld en de verschillen in het publiek también, lo siento, hè. Dutch, I haven't spoken Dutch in a long time, so that's tough to just jump in there. But yeah, that's what I miss about not being on tour. Travel, cities, people, yeah. Share your skin routine. That's very easy actually. That's after shower I normally don't wash my face with soap, just with water, and I put Nivea on it after, especially here in LA, because weather's very dry. If I'm in a country that's less dry, if I shower in the evening just before going to bed, I don't put anything on, because then the skin gets used to regenerate itself. I really do not do anything else. And I think the best thing for skin is sleep and hydration. And I think I just got lucky genetics. Yeah, what else? What else? Ask me something else. I like that question, but I've never been asked that. That's normally not a question that you ask people like me, right? That's all the beauty bloggers that are out there. ¿Cómo estás? I like that question. I'm great, thank you very much. You know, yeah, just being home, trying to relax. You know, trying not to stress myself about Il Divo, about the world health situation, having faith that everything is gonna go back to normal, because whoever I talk to, everybody's fed up with it. And just hope, yeah, I would like just to send some positive energy and faith out there into the world. Everybody, you know, just stay positive and obviously take all the measurements that are recommended, you know, protect yourself, you know, wear masks, sanitize your hands and all that kind of stuff. But we've been talking a lot about COVID last time. Yeah, just stay positive, it'll get better. It'll get better. The world is going to go back to normal. And I think whatever we focus on, that's what the energy that resonates out in the universe, and that's where the world is going to go to. So I think having faith and believing in the good things, that's the most important thing. Cuando regreses a Ecuador otra vez, no lo sé, cuando el gobierno lo permite. ¿Qué música escuchas en casa? Bueno, mira, yo he tenido una gran discusión con una persona justo antes de unos días, porque yo soy músico profesional y casi no escucho música en casa. Y eso chocaba mucho a esa persona. Y esa persona ha conocido grandes músicos y nunca ha oído esa tesis. Y bueno, lo siento mucho, pero es que lo que es para mí es que cuando yo me pongo música, porque yo he estudiado música clásica y yo he estudiado así toda la teoría, las armonías, el solfeo, los arreglos y todo. Y a lo mejor es una, no sé si se dice en español eso, una deformación profesional, pero cuando yo escucho música, yo escucho cada nota que pasa, cada ritmo, y yo podría coger un papel y notarte las voces que cantan, las voces diferentes, y el bajo y el piano y todo, ¿sabes? Y así a mí me gusta mucho cuando yo me pongo música de escucharla. Y de verdad que nada alrededor que me moleste y tener la experiencia total del pieza de música que estoy escuchando. Y así, eso lo hago en un momento de tranquilidad que me apetece escuchar eso o escuchar tal. Y eso puede ser cualquier cosa, lo que he dicho antes cuando me has preguntado por mi música favorita. Puede ser hard rock, heavy metal, ¿sabes? Además el heavy metal, speed metal y todas esas cosas es una cosa muy graciosa. Es una cosa muy complicada, muy cerebral también. Y por eso creo que ahí hay un toque que me gusta de esta música también. Luego toda la música clásica, la ópera. O a veces de repente una canción moderna, popular de hoy, que de repente tiene alguna cosa que me llama la atención. Pero nunca me pongo música en realidad así detrás durante que estoy haciendo la vajilla. Porque eso, no sé. En esos momentos prefiero estar tranquilo. Esa es mi personalidad y está. ¿Vale? Mm-hmm. Do you consider it duet with Bruce Dickinson? I'd love to. Bruce Dickinson. I mean, I've seen Iron Maiden quite a few times in concert. And Bruce Dickinson's been up there on that stage for so many years. And especially, of all these rock singers from my youth, from my teenage years, they killed themselves, I don't know if they sang in a way during a few years which was never possible that these voices would last, and they just completely destroyed their voices, and then in later years they were terrible, they start singing everything lower. That has got to do with age as well, a male voice, the register becomes a bit lower when you get older. But Bruce Dickinson is one of the few people who sings absolutely great. Every concert I've seen, doesn't matter how old he gets, he can still do it. And that's just fantastic. So I'm very impressed by him in so far. And yeah, great to do a duet with him. Iron Maiden's not exactly famous for their rock ballads, right? So I don't know what we have to sing together, but yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up. We've been on here half an hour now. This is pretty much the end of my social media takeover week again. I would like to thank you all for being with me. Thank you very much for hanging in there. I hope I did entertain you a little bit. I hope you had fun. I hope you got a few insights into my private life, into my person that I am. Got a few questions answered, and stay with us. Keep on checking all the Il Divo social media also for updates, for all the burning questions about when are we going to be out on tour again, when are we going to come and visit your countries, when are we going to release our new albums. Check all our social medias, check my Instagram at ildivors.com, check all the official Il Divo social media at Il Divo on Instagram and Facebook, and at Il Divo TV on YouTube. Again, thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias a todo el mundo por estar conmigo esta semana. Espero que hayáis disfrutado, que os haya entretenido un poquito y que os quedáis con nuestras redes para saber cuándo volvemos a vuestros países para hacer conciertos, cuando vamos a sacar el nuevo disco y todo. Y de toda manera vamos a seguir con mucho amor y mucho espíritu positivo, que que todo vuelve a lo normal y vamos a todos a disfrutar de la vida otra vez. Thank you very much, everybody. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Vielen herzlichen Dank. Heel hartelijk bedankt. Dank je vielmals. See you all very soon. Bye bye.